to the social services. How may I help you?
I'm here to see Miss McCandy's.
Okay, just sit in the wait room. I'm gonna go get her and tell her that you're here. Your appointment is here.
Hey, how are you doing, Miss Lassiter?
Fine, how are you?
Good, you can follow me. And I am Brenda McKenzie, and I will be your social worker here today. So, just have a seat right here. And, did you hear about Betty Rob?
Yeah, I did.
What you think about that?
I mean, he should have been looking both ways for trying to cross the street.
I mean, that's true, but that's like a really sad.
I mean, it's sad. I heard he broke his leg in like 3 places.
Yeah, and then he's supposed to be coming to A&T homecoming, so I wonder will he be able to still come?
Not with one leg, man.
No. Okay, so what brings you here today?
I mean, my friend gave me your number, and I tried to confide in her. She told me I need to talk to you. It's not really something I'm comfortable talking about because I don't want to say anything.
Okay, one thing with us, she doesn't have to worry about us saying anything. All your information is confidential.
I've heard that before.
The only person that will know is me and my supervisor. So
And then what if the supervisor says something?
the supervisors are not supposed to say nothing. Like I said, the information is confidential.
Well, a little about the story. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable opening up about this.
Just open up and tell me what you feel comfortable telling me.
Okay, I'll tell you a little bit about the story. So, me and my boyfriend, his name's Roscoe, we've been dating 1.5 years, and everything was going good up until the last 4 months of the relationship. He just started putting his hands on me, and at first I kind of let it go because it was never a big physical interaction. Like it might be a push or a shove. But then, he like physically started putting his hands on me. And I didn't know who to turn to. I didn't know what to say or anything. Now, I mean, we have a 2-year-old. And at first, he was never around. Like, my son was never around when he was hitting me. But then he started putting his hands on me in front of my son. And I didn't know who to turn to. So I told my mom. And I just told her, like, he was hitting me. So she called someone, and for like 3-4 weeks, they took my child away. And after that, I didn't feel comfortable opening up and telling anybody that my son was witnessing me getting hit by his father. So I just sat there and I took it because I didn't know anything else to do. But back to the story, I tried to do everything I could not to make him mad. He had lost his job, so I let him stay with me. He wasn't paying any rent. He wasn't helping participate in any of the bills. Nothing. Like, I was trying my hardest. Like, I would let him go out with his boys if he wanted to. If he wanted to come in and just have a night of him drinking, didn't want to talk, I didn't do anything to upset him. But it would be the smallest things that would tick him off. And
How often does he hit you?
really, it only happens when he's drunk. That's when it's the worst. Like, he'll verbally abuse me, but when he gets drunk, that's when he'll really, like, put his hands on me. To the point where he'll leave bruises, he'll leave scratches. Like, we got into a fight the other night now because we got into a fight the other night, and he just swung off and hit me. And the fact that he hits me while my son is sitting right there. Like, at first, when it was just me and him, I could try to talk him down. That was not acceptable, but it was a little bit better. But not like now, he's hitting me in front of Trevin. That's my son's name.
Okay.
He's hitting me in front of Trevin, and I feel like he's gonna grow up and like think that that's acceptable, and it's not. I don't know.
Because he might feel like that it's okay to hit women when it's really not.
Right, because he's seeing his daddy do it, and it's like, I don't know anymore. I just don't know.
So what do you think, like, well, why do you really think he does this? For attention, or?
I give him attention. Everything he wants, I go out of my way to give it to him. So there's no chance of me even getting hit. Like, I take classes at night. I go to class. If he calls me or texts me and it's like, I need you to do X, Y, Z, I'll leave, come get him. I already told you about how he lives there rent free because he doesn't have his job or whatever. I go I go out of my way to take care of me, him, and my son, keeping everything intact so that he has no reason to have one of his little episodes. So I don't know. It's impacted my life in more than one way though, because I want to get away. But I don't know how to get away. One, without him finding me, because he knows I have nowhere else to go except for my mom's house. And as long as me and my son can stay together, Roscoe can go wherever he gotta go.
What do you think I can do to help you get what you need?
I don't know. Only thing I need this education I'm trying to get. And I need for me and my son to stay together. Everything else isn't as important. Like, because what I don't need is Roscoe exploding just because. But.
Okay, what's your education like? How often do you have classes? Like, do you attend your classes regular?
I go to class Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I start and I take online classes. But on campus, I'm on campus Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I find places for traveling to go for babysitting. And during those times, I have no idea. Me random text messages like, oh, you out cheating, you out doing this, you out doing that. I'm like, no, I'm really out trying to better myself and get an education to move further in life.
And what are you going to school to be?
I'm trying to get my degree in psychology.
And after you graduate, what do you want to do with psychology?
I want to go, I know I have to continue on to graduate school. I just want to get my I want to be a clinical psychologist. Preferably a doctor, but with the way life's going now, I don't know how that's going to work.
Okay. Like with your emotions, like how do he make you feel?
It's like, I know Roscoe's no good. I know he's not. But I feel like we're soulmates. I feel like we're meant to be. And as much as he puts me through on a day-to-day basis, it's like as much as I want to get rid of him and just like forget it. I'm done with it all. I can't. It's like it's too much emotional ties into it. I love him, but I don't want to love him.
Okay, go further into it because I think it's some things you're not wanting to.
I went through his phone one day and I saw some text messages and calls from a girl under the name Terry. So, I didn't want to ask him because I know he would have blown up and took it way out of proportion. So I called her and was like, who's this? And she told me, she was like, yeah, Roscoe's been staying over here a couple nights out the week and all this other stuff. So I was like, okay, thank you. No reason for me to be mad at her. I asked him about it. Very chill, very calm. I didn't raise my voice not one time. And he hits me. He just goes out and hits me. And it's like, I feel like I was second. I'm sitting here doing everything for you. And you leave and you go talk to another girl, and then when she kick you out, it's like, oh, let me go back. It's like, I just know I deserve more. And I don't know, I just want the best for me and my son.
It seems as though, I'm not telling you what to do, but it seems as though, he's not good enough for you, or he's taking what he have for granted.
And I know, and that's what's bad about it. As much as I want to let it go, just let it all go, I can't.
And this takes me back to a situation when I was in high school. I was in love with this boy, and he was doing me like that. No, we didn't have kids together, but he was the one I thought I was going to be with forever. And then it turns out that he was doing me just like your situation.
I just want to know how to get out.
And I would just take my situation and refer to yours and think about how we're, went through the same thing or going through the same thing. And abusive relationships are nothing, to play with because it can go farther than hitting. You get what I'm saying? So, what do you think about that?
I don't know. The only thing I can think of is to just leave. Go to my mom's. The rent's paid for this month. He can have the apartment.
So do you have any like conversations with his mom or anything?
His mom, she's passed away. All he has is his uncle. Him and his uncle are close.
But do you talk to his uncle?
I met his
So have
uncle
you-
back when we first started dating.
So he knows nothing that's going on what he's doing.
Cause I would guess his uncle, would tell him, like what he's doing isn't cool.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if he still talks to his uncle. Honestly, I don't know what he does in his spare time.
Well,
I just feel so stupid.
don't feel stupid. Don't call yourself stupid. Cause like I said, this happens to anybody. Especially when you really think you're in love.
I mean, that's true and all, but love doesn't look like this.
Yeah, you're right. You're so right. But like I said, after that heals up, hopefully you'll then I moved on with your life and stuff.
I'll try.
But like I said, we only have about a few more minutes left. So is there anything else you would like to say or tell me or anything?
No, I mean, thank you though for listening and actually taking time and talking to me.
And anytime you want to meet with me or anything, just follow me, go appointment, and we'll meet up.
Okay.
Thank you for coming by. And it was nice meeting you.
Nice
I will
meeting
see y'all.